Parthiban Kanavu, English translation by Anand Kannan, narrated by Sujatha Anand. Book 3, Chapter 25. Valli's News. Ponnan's journey to Urayur was uneventful. He headed straight to his aunt's house, where Valli had been staying in his absence. Valli was not the chirpy young woman that we may recall. She appeared tired, both in mental and physical terms. One reason had been the setbacks to the Choya royal family, whom she was devoted to. She was missing Ponnan too. Hence, when she saw Ponnan, she cheered up. She welcomed him, held both his hands, and led him inside. I had been wondering if you sailed away, as the prince had. I even feared that someone might have sacrificed you to Kali. I went to pray to the goddess and offered my life in place of yours. What news do you bring? Tell me you have good news. She talked breathlessly. I have good news, bad news, and neutral news. Before I get into all that, I am dying of hunger. It has been a while since I had the adai, the milk pancake, cooked by your hands. I have been longing for good food. I had been eating whatever I could find on the way, and oh, you must have been starving. Is that why you have put on weight? It must be all the worry, said Valli, and looked at him up and down. Have I put on weight? You seem to have lost weight. Did you worry? About me? Yes, but now I think I shouldn't have. We will discuss all that later. First, tell me your news. I have something to tell you as well. Briefly, our Prince Vikraman has returned. What? Really? Asked Valli eagerly. Yes, I saw him with my own eyes and talked to him. Where is he now? I can't tell you. It's a secret. Fine then. Tell me later. We are close to finding the Queen's whereabouts. The sage is searching for her. He should have located her by now. Ah, the sage! Valli, you are sneaky. You knew who the sage was, but did not tell me. I ripped his fake beard off and discovered his identity. Really? Who is he then? Who else? He is your late grandfather, Veerabhadra Achari. Valli had a smile on her face. This won't do. Start from the time you took leave from me and tell me everything. First, light the stove. Valli lit fire and started cooking. Ponnan told her about his journey in detail. Then he asked, Didn't you say you have news for me? What is it? Valli said, Marapan has been here several times in the last 4 days. He has been boasting that he is now the commander of the Choya army. It has been unbearable. He has been fishing for information with questions like, I heard there is a gem merchant from Senbag Island. Is it true that he is staying in the Spring Palace Island? He's been trying to get me to talk, but I have denied any knowledge. He's been coming here to check whether you have returned. He may return today. Ponnan was thoughtful. After a pause, he said, Valli, there is no time to waste. I need to go to the Spring Palace Island this evening. Have you locked the hut up? Is the boat safe? It is all safe, but what pretext will you use to go to the island? The Emperor asked me to row for the princess when she visits. I can go to inquire what she needs. What I don't understand is why the sage has been creating these awkward situations. When is he going to emerge out of his guise? I asked. He said he needs to keep up the guise until he can fulfill his promise to King Parthiban. They finished the meal, walked along the bank of Kaveri, and reached their hut. They unlocked the hut, fetched the boat from the hut, and dropped it in the river. Ponnan promised to return before the nightfall and set off in the boat towards the island. Ponnan was delighted to be back rowing his boat in Kaveri. However, when he remembered his days as the oarsman for the Choya royal family, he teared up. Will I be able to meet the prince today? He thought. I wonder if he has fully recovered. Even if I can speak to him, will I be able to talk to him in a private setting? He was lost in these thoughts and had not noticed that he was close to his destination. He was approaching a remote part of the island. He decided to leave the boat there and make discreet enquiries. When he raised his eyes to look at the river bank, He could not believe his eyes. Prince Vikraman was standing there. He had one leg in the water and the other on solid ground. He was looking eagerly at the boat as it approached. Ponnan rowed with increased vigour and reached the river bank. End of chapter 25.